Asakaa. Asakaa a drill made in Ghana. There are two drill din Asakaa abekai. I nunti amanfo ka say yes, ye only ye drill na ye no. Ye friend no kwaku DMC abusuafo only na daso. Enti me set record straight said there are two Ghana drill din Asakaa e ma ne kai no. Ye friend no kwaku DMC. The first drill song that blew out in Ghana was Dead People or Hunu. These guys. Kabanga was the first driller who did the first drill song and made it a culture. And it became Ghana's first most popular drill song. And he became Ghana's first most popular driller. Why? Because Dead People should have been credited that, but because they were not living the culture, people identify with the song but not the people. But with Kabanga, people identified with that squad Omoye Akata for how drill became an export. The first person saw history should credit for making drill popular out of the shores of Ghana, and we can credit Yautog. That is why portals outside the country say obi a portal and answer blog be not describe drill music made in Ghana the fourth. Abusia for me mama kwaba me gidi se munyina am hoye de magima konya your friend portfolio the MC me betina konya nim dia na je se me the facts and interviews na bro but ene yemba be interview ene me ba se ba be editorial na me editorial ni mu so ma ye ncheche ama etuo akotwere de da Aseda Radio your friend portfolio the MC u show biscuit na eni enti makache se information no enye ha na free bar trash no ni nyina enya mpa enti me show person obeka abusua no ho a fansafa ase o adoma no boso pan wabeka Aseda Radio ene yabusua ne ho yenko ene ndi asem na ho say mrenka krani pinche aba about drill ni kumeka ho nsem artist we say me na me de drill ne bae artist bi say eye me enam mesunti na ene kumeka akonanima ene ye de drill aka Grammy ho in case unima ma menka wo kakra. The highest award scheme for music we are singing a friend Grammy. We are singing nyumtofo eyo madwen say modern bo mo bo nyumto mu nyina ne say ombetimi age Grammy bi na ye ka ho asem na Grammy award a sebi we musician na ogie a na chese wodru mpempen so a chese ubetimi de atu ho say ampa wanya bibi wo nyumto mu nemom enmonyam sha edimu pan so na wasanya ka ho we na yete we nka bi nshem Grammy say omo say Africa your music genre bebra free Africa eba akachi o attention say ekoso no omo pese omo include sa ne omo ni nyina ewom Ghana ha attention ya suffer say ebenya bi pa omo matimi de yakọ Grammy with nomination omo ntimi nya bi Ghana ha ye wo ni baby say Rocky Dawuni na watimi de Ghana akọ Grammy 3 times eno so akase obeje eno nti Grammy ya de a esom Ghana fo bo pa. There were other artists omo working on project age Grammy nenso enye omo project ntino omo ntimi enye de emfa hoahoa omo nipa bi say Stone Boy nipa bi say Fuse or DJ nipa bi say chese wa artist baby omo ye adwuma wo project ne albums age Grammy nenso ne ye kasa nti ekosi da ben na Ghana yenso ebenya ide when ye nka bi nshem ye te say Grammy say ye high life ya ye adru Grammy ho ye drill ye adru Grammy ho enti say Grammy say omo edi omani hwe Africa ahwe se de ye enwom no na Ghana hanom ye drill ye frɛ no Asakaa eno na say aso omani ne high life se ye ho ye ni ya ye betimi age Grammy bia na say ye betimi ade akọ ani mo Grammy mu when na drill ho asɛmba afei we Ghana for ye twene srani abasa o drill yi kra fri hin ne baaye we na di kan hya ase ne sa ne ma internet portfolio de MC me bagima kunya me ba bebubum na ma kira kwan ya drill ne fa so baaye na obia artist bia o ye drill bia kwan ya fa so ma drill ne ko na nim se de be ya obi mfa obi eni die nkomo obi ana say history enkochia emenkase ya ji obi animonyam ama obi ntitie ha Aseda Radio tewaso ne tie dia me ba bekei Mibusa se uti kumeka ni free he. Na drill no so uti free he. Me baba be mu. Kumeka and drill are two different things. Kumeka and drill. And na sebi drill music and chese Asakaa. Nemo meche odientia e ma drill music ebe ya Asakaa. Sebi drill music enye enwoma eka street lifestyle, make a street lifestyle. A care about a care about tuo, a care about beef, a care about nyoma, sebi. A year street moon nyoma. Just if you are not for the streeter, sanyom no, enyonyom. A care about smoking, a care about real lifestyle. Boys living no streeter. Sanyom no. Oh yeah. Wow, yes, sanyom no. It was a sad lifestyle no wako mu pe. And to drill music, a type of music bia. A street music there, but only vous a lifestyle now. Uye bia, uye fake driller. And to me beche audientia, ye timika said drill music, and ye per se ye catch and cophobia identify with real drill music. Asakaa fui. Mamenko kwen fast so see Asakaa. Ye ka Asakaa. Asakaa a drill made in Ghana. Drill made in Ghana. Ena ye friend Asakaa. Na de oto sa culture ni din because drill no ebi free UK nipa o ma drill ye akono no ye friend no Pop Smoke ono because of gang seniorment ye shoot ni kun no ono na ma drill ebe ye akono e ma etre wiase nyina Chicago nyina o ma ne tre ko ho ne ade enti ye nkofo Ghana fo no eboro sound bi ana o me ye na adwe se da bi ye amamrenko enti se yakofo obi sound ba e wase ye ni such a way say ye be pete ye mom lifestyle gu because eni kwan say ye ne se de omo ye ni bi se de be ye sronko enu ntina ye drillers yi e frɛ no Asakaa enti Asakaa ne a localized name a de ama driller ye ne Ghana ha na Kumasi ha ene etwa ne mfruma de auto drill din Asakaa abekai anu nti amanfo ka say yes ye only ye drill na ye no ye friend kwaku DMC abusuafo on ne daso enti me set record straight said the auto Ghana drill din Asakaa ema ne ka no ye friend kwaku DMC. Two, another fun fact was on who opamuka show so me portfolio DMC make catch you nipa ba kwa yembo ni din ewo Ghana ha ne ho ni ensem ndorso nti amanfo nim ne contribution to half car be have come. Ene sa boy we oka Asakaafo ne ho amanfo ya da ne style but ne ho nye dede nti amanfo nim ne contribution abusuafo me be kire o say nipa ono ene ma Asakaafo no which is the life living records for na me catch o say the name Asakaa boys enya official name omo anka say from lifers. Na because say omo ye drill made in Ghana a friend Asakaa nti no and ye industry for na friend Asakaa boys but these people are called lifers no omo label ye life living records nti who ye life living record near ye friend lifer cell group way they ote cell group no omo ye drillers no ye friend Rabbi Jones ono ne da hoy Rabbi Jones no na e bring all these people together. Say among form a culture of artists under one umbrella. Into Rabbi Jones and the CEO of Life Living Record. Into wow, although Beckham group no be a fraud lifer. And then new man not a more yeno identity or more the tone said the baby unique. None of the Kwaku DMC de mai say Asakaa. Not just say a drill there, but where ye Ghana and some a petit guso. Utie me. Now before say Life Living Record for ever together no. First na omunya drill. Na omuye trap music. Enti sa boys nya they were all trappers. Enti wo share Life Living Record for enyoma na ebenya na trap music. Nipa bi ti say City Boy. Only one of the first people Rabbi Jones ne share adini nyina ase. Ene Kwaku DMC. No omuye trap. Enti wo hwe Kwaku DMC ene J Bad e wo nwum be friend Suzy na ye trap. City Boy no ye trap. Ochene nyumi ti say Idi Koko metoka metotuo into a trap music na sa life so moye until Reggie abusafo it was this guy enka ne ho asem mo industry nim. He is the reason why drill became a thing in Ghana. It was Reggie Osei and they introduced the concept of drill. Say they have been trapping for far too long, but there is a culture omu borrow a raw music man they know say they will go far. So let's give credit to Reggie Osei. He is the one who birthed the idea of borrowing the drill culture and indigenizing it and making it their own. So the first credit of drill music getting root and seat in Ghana is Reggie. He birthed the idea of making a drill a culture in Ghana. After what I say, enti mo amunim no Asakaa ye ken. There or the concept in a buy no. Ghana for say ya be akọ Grammy no. It was Reggie. Onu na introduce all the live living record artists to drill music. Utie me. Now yenko ekwan drill ne fa so blow ye. One of the people history enye fe to ono so amebeka ne ho asem. Ono na drill no ehye ase enye hini ewo Kumasi ha no. The first person oma drill ye akono drill ni blow ye pa starting nya hini ewo Ghana ha ye friend no Obey Tunes. Mahama follow street music than he was one of the guys who made street music in Kumasi attractive. And he can't send baby because now he's no more part of the lifers. But then he is the first person who made drill gain roots in Ghana. Now no, your friend one day. That was the first blown out drill songer. A bar Ghana. If you Kumasi a blow Kumasi baby. Who follow history no? Obey is the first most popular driller. Menkasa lifer driller in the city when the whole culture started. Obey Tunes, intimacy or history, market to Obey. Now moving on, material the auto drill needing Asakaa. Material do introduce the culture of drill into the system. Emma say be a culture of the lifers. Material the first song and the first artist who blew drill in Kumasi, IG Hini. Now, history is also not being fair to some group of artists. Ebia omonso, why dream bomoso. The real history about drill nam de ma no. Afei, the first drill song edi kan ye popular wo Ghana ha. Me portfolio take it from me. They can blow the whole Ghana because Obey Tunes the end they can blow the whole Kumasi. But the first Ghanaian drill that blew everywhere was these Kumasi boys. Because mind to me identify or with Kumasi Intino, history was taken away from them. And two, they didn't identify themselves as drillers. Into a drill song and a fire. The first drill song that blew out in Ghana was Dead People or these guys. I'm gonna hear the first drill song that a blow Ghana ha. But why don't we credit Dead People? Because they were not drillers. They were just lucky so omu yebi and a fire, but they didn't want to call themselves drillers. They didn't even identify themselves with the drill culture, just that they hopped on a drill beat and a blow here. And unti ni eje sa credit ni free or more and say ope in reality the first drill song edi can blow there. Dead People or Tenhuno. But the first driller, man drill, boom, ne culture, no, amount 4 years down the culture. Because look, when Dead People were doing the drill song, they were not living the culture of drill. They were not people who were not street enough to represent what they were singing. That is why I want for credit now, Momo. The first person, who say, or a driller, di kan ma drill nya hina man for identifying it with drill ye was Kawabanga. So the first drill song and drill artist or ma drill nya hini a blow Ghana ha. Ghana Kawabanga. Put this on record. Kawabanga was the first driller who did the first drill song and made it a culture. And he became Ghana's first most popular drill song. And he became Ghana's first most popular driller. Why? Because Dead People should have been credited that, but because they were not living the culture, people identify with the song, but not the people. But with Kawabanga, people identified with that squad, which was Kawabanga, J-Bad, Reggie, O. Kenneth. Who follow me? So in Ghana, the first driller and the first drill song I blow Ghana ha was Akata 4 by Kawabanga, J-Bad, O. Kenneth. Now, let's talk about how drill became an export. How drill became an export. The first person who history should credit for making drill popular out of the shores of Ghana, and we can credit Yautog. That is why portals outside the country say obi a portal and answer blog be no describe drill music made in Ghana, the first popular drill songer. Obe credit Kabanga. Name say portal near outside Ghana, he will credit Yautog. That is why Yautog is called the Ghana Drill Golden Boy, because on the mad drill no export free Ghana. Echo far with sorry. Are you following history? And with Yautog giving the Ghana Drill Golden Boy, it was not because say ebia or ye but ono and a frontline is sorry no ono na ye sorry no feature boys no and ye poster boy. But then when you see foreign portals and YouTube channels doing a breakdown, they will tell you say the impact of O. Kenneth, that guy O. Kenneth, on is the icing on the cake for the song. So by ownership, Yautog, yes, is the first person who exported drill. But the impact of that song and the icing on the cake was O. Kenneth verse. And I don't know if you Mimi share my opinion, but you can debate me on that if I'm wrong. So if anybody tells you say drill na we na de buy me pacho yenti as to whether they buy or not, we are talking about who commercialized it and made it popular, and credit should go out to the Life Living Records guy, because I am sure that other rappers before Krasa Kumereke no more drill. Name they didn't want to identify with the culture because there were no streets. There were people who might have done drill but were not living the lifestyle. Are you getting it? So this is how important it is for us to know the history of choir and drill. So whether we like it or yes, drill might have started. Drill, but those who gave it meaning, gave it a culture, gave it a lifestyle, and gave it a seat in Africa, not Ghana, not West Africa, in Africa, is the Life Living Records, which you prefer to call them Asakaa boys. We are talking about drill music. We will find time and also tell you how artists be a contribution in to Kumereka by. Now we also tell you about some of the artists who came to feed on the culture. Sa culture no blow. And I don't know how you feel about it. When this became a culture, it is the reason why many artists are no more blow before Asakaa boys no. Ewo Kumasi no. Etimi blow mainstream because they brought a culture they fed into. So if not for the initiative of the Life Living Record guy, I don't think Kofi Jama would have had the idea to do a drill song. But he was inspired in a way. So the drill no, one of the people who are omobe join him I didn't know. Eye kesiye ema yetimi koye nim eye Kofi Jama, and of course Ekoso also did another magic for the whole drill movement. Kwaku Darlington Sikabe Fie, also one of the songs ono so ye nipa sebi no so ye na adie before the American culture or the drill culture, but by virtue of drill music nintino ebebo mama ono so etimi nya ni breakthrough, and many other people are drill no including Face, including boys of mere drill were inspired. And to me so bit baby no je credit say na ho drill near the it's just like hip life. Anyone who brands and decorates a culture has the blueprint to it. When I catch hip life I can say obian ka say Reggie and the bio, because Reggie definition of hip life no or say it's rapping or borrowing hip-hop culture on a high life rhythm. And to me, say a rap on beats with chorus. Sadly, no before so obey no. Na mahoni pi mu ye bi. Even not Chiame Kwame say before say Reggie Crave America best start some movement no. But the entire credit Reggie Stone as the father of hip life is because on the branding, on the decorating, on the man identity. The sole reason why no one can take the fact that Asakaa boys are the godfathers to this drill culture in Africa because they gave it an identity, they gave it decoration, they gave it branding, they exported it, and they inspired generations into it. That is how come today, if Grammy is recognizing drill music, it is not because someone started it, but because of the lifers and how they give it a lifestyle. So I want everyone, be a debate about drill music. Tell them you heard it from Portfolio the MC that this is the history of drill and who needs to be credited for what. I stand for education too. If you have any other idea, share and comment, just write it under the comment section and I'll read it and also get back to you. So we all have a wonderful conversation. But tell them Portfolio the MC told you that this is the history of drill. I have a show.